Hey guys, Boris last from BK Forex. Welcome to our Forex Daily Technicals for 8/8/13. Euro dollar headed for 134. As always, trading Forex on margin carries a high level of risk, not suitable for all investors. I ask you to read this disclaimer very carefully to understand all those associated with trading on margin and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Well, the story of the day actually was cable, which we looked at yesterday, and we talked about the idea of it breaking 154, and it broke 154 with gusto and took us all the way out through 55.30. But having it hit 55 so quickly and so suddenly, sort of this very, very explosive move, really 300 points off the bottom. Cable has a general history when it does these kind of big moves to have a little bit of a retrace. So we'll see if it comes back down. For the time being right now, 55.50 is the next breakout level that clears all of this overhead and opens up the potential towards the 56, 57 run. But it would probably possibility that we're going to be consolidating here for a little bit after we work off this massive, massive move today. And we'll see how that plays out. The euro, on the other hand, is just inching closer to this breakout level. This 44, 45 level, really 33.50 is the key level here. We either break it or we turn into a double top and start to really correct and crumble down. If we can take out the 50s, it puts us on path towards 34.15, which is the high over here. That is the major swing high that's operating on this pair. Clearly, it's going to be a challenge, but a break above the 34.15s really opens up a run all the way out to the 37s. So it's just free range after that. Euro looks relatively good on a daily basis. You can see it was a pretty strong doji. We closed up at the highs. So we'll see if there's some continuation here. But technically, it certainly looks constructive. Conversely, yen crashed and burned all night long. We took out 97s, took out 96.50s. Kind of like sort of consolidating around 96.50s right now. But a challenge towards the 96 level is possible. Although having come down so hard, it's likely that 96 may be a little bit of a support here as we try to bounce. In either case, I think 95.50 is a stronger support, which could provide a little bit of a basically consolidation level for yen. But as far as it stands right now, it's certainly been a very, very downside trend for the pair. We talked about the idea how the high over here was a lower high, high over here was lower high, high over here was lower high. It's basically a failure of highs continuously. And once 98 was given, it became a waterfall here to the downside, which is exactly what yen is doing. And Aussie, of course, took out the 90s, sort of just really at the edge here. We have Australian employment today, which could be a key turner as far as the price action goes. If we start to see better numbers or a little bit better price action than we saw, and we can recapture the 90 and hold above it, then it really puts us on a path towards the 92. It really confirms the fact that this 88.50 was the swing low for the time being, and the pair has a chance to now recuperate and recover a little bit. Similarly, by the way, the other COM dollar that recuperated was the Kiwi dollar, which has just been running through, but the Kiwi dollar is now running to this 80 handle, which is a very serious level of resistance. It may not be so easy to overcome. So it may come back to challenge it, but it really needs to come through the 80s in order for us to see the 81s again. But it's been a very, very impressive V bounce off the bottom here, off the Fonterra crisis. And last on the COM dollars, dollar CAD not trading as well as you would have thought. This 104, which was resistance, still kind of relatively sticky. This 104, 104.50 is resistance, but it looks like it wants to crawl higher. And that suggests that there may be more trade to the upside. If we take out the 104.50, it puts us back on the path towards retesting 106s after this 102.50 failure. So it's something worth watching as we go forward. Similarly, CAD being so weak on the crosses, the trade that we used to like to the downside may be a trade now to the upside. So the trade to the downside definitely held at 92s. Now we're at 93s. 93.75s. If we can clear 94s and close, then it's a challenge right back up towards 95s, which was the failure point from the prior consolidation. It would be a natural resistance point here. So kind of worth watching. If Aussie trades well today, the Aussie CAD may be an interesting cross trade to consider. That's how the night shapes up. Wishing you guys the best of luck and the best of trading. This is Boris Schlossberg from BK Forex.